Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live watch party. We are owning it up today, back at our regular scheduled time. Fun, fun, fun. Knocking it out of the park. Thank you for coming on in. Watch party. Yes. Everyone. We all had an amazing weekend. Just going through so much as we just dissect everything that happened. I got the wrong screen up. This one. Oops. Okay. That's today's. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming on in. Ooh, Mark is here. Thank you, Mark. Hope you liked it. Melissa's here. Thank you for coming on in. And Robina. 3 views in 36 seconds, bro. Fell off. Yeah. We're back to our regular schedule. But everyone, thank you for coming on in. You know what? I want to hold on. I want to put in some polls here. We need viewer engagement. Yes, viewer engagement. That's what it's all about. Dong. That's what it's all about. Dong. Ooh. All right. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Nine, 8. Seven. Okay. Yeah. I'm curious where you guys stand on part 2 overall. I wish I could put more options in there because I know 1 through 7 is kind of wide. But I am just curious a little bit to see where you guys stand overall. Go ahead, answer truthfully and anonymously. And before we guys go on, just so you know, I have linked there, and it should be right there, the merch store. A lot of different stuff. Like you get the watch party logo just on the corner or the whole shirt. I like these ponytail ones, which are there. And party time ball caps, which I also think are cool. The party time ball caps, women's apparel. I got women's shirts and stuff. Sometimes on the YouTube store, it displays backwards. For some of them, you'll see it like backwards like that, because that's like some freak hiccup. But if you click through to the website, you'll see it's right. So if you see something and it's like there's nothing on it, and you're like, what the heck is that? It's showing backwards for some reason. I don't know. It's like impossible to. I don't know. They say they'll get it fixed, but they never do. The leaks need flex tape to stop. I haven't seen any new leaks thus far, so I'm happy about that. And there's the stuff that's been out, but I haven't seen anything new. Richard was the first, yeah. That huge brawl at the end was epic. Sad about Quan. Heartbreaking. It was, especially because the show did a good job of getting you to kind of like him and root for him, at least for me. Like I was fine with Cobra Kai winning it all. Quan and Tori? Sure. Quan and Tori? Yeah. Why the Russian teen cheated to win? I know they use drugs and steroids, but why does Russia always have to cheat to be the best country? They just want an insurance policy, you know. Maybe everyone's cheating and they're the only ones that get caught. That was what the argument always was about. What was it, Lance Armstrong and his Tour de France victories? Like they said, "Oh, you were doping, you were cheating. You won 7 times, but you were kind of like doping." But you know, an argument back is, yeah, but everyone was. So we were all doping, and I still won 7 times. It's not like I was the only one doing it. That was kind of like the point. And if you think of it like that way, it's like if everyone's using the performance-enhancing drugs, well, then they're all still on the same playing field, right? Oh, Frank Smith wants some background music. How's that, bro? Classic watch party, yeah. The leaks are going crazy, yeah. It was fire. How will they complete the story in 5? Seems too short. That's a good question. I really don't know. I'll put some videos out. Just so you guys know, I finished writing and recorded my recap review, whatever. I like a fool, I thought I'd have it out today, but that's not going to happen. But I'll work like hell and I'll get it out tomorrow. Okay, guys? And then more analysis and theories will come. At least one a day. Maybe I'll get some shorts out too. I loved it when Tori took Zara's phone and called her to all our viewers. That was hilarious and well deserved. Yeah, I felt like Tori should have gone further, right? Like Zara was like straight up sleeping. Like she wasn't just like stealing boyfriends. She was like sleeping with boyfriends and kind of slutting around the Sekai Taikai, right? I feel like Tori could have gone a little bit further. She had more she could have said. Let me see here. Hold on. All right. Episode 8 felt the most weak for the most part. Felt weak for the most part. You know, it's interesting. I think there's at least split opinion. I think Peter really liked episode 8. The only part I don't like, I just got to admit, like, I'm not a fan of we're going to hop on a plane, fly all the way back to LA, only to turn around, hop on a plane and fly all the way back. It's like, okay, that's like, it's all like in one day, half a day. Like it doesn't, Amy on Instagram, I guess, where was it? It was her story. It wasn't a post because she reposted something of mine in her story. It's like, you know, made a comment and I couldn't help but laugh because it was true. You know, the timeline and timing of things in the Miyagi-verse doesn't always quite make sense. Watch Party. This is Cobra Kai, rapper from the 2000s. Watch Party. What is up? How it do? Cobra Kai has been out for a while. Hit it hard, make you smile. Quan died hit. Quan died good. Quan hit the floor. It's no more in the hood. Rapper from the 2000s. Yes. Can you cover some leaks? So I don't think I think there's more leaks out there than I've seen, and I'm happy to avoid big leaks. We've had leaks of them in Geese and such. Even I think Ken Bearfield or Don Lee, one of them, posted something that might have been a little bit of a spoiler on accident. Like yesterday. I will get to some, but like I don't necessarily, if there's big leaks, I don't necessarily want to see them. You know what I mean? Even though I always get them eventually. Leaks or guess. Yeah, I will happily put out theories here. Oh yeah. And that's another thing about like leaks is, I want to do like I want to get some theories out, before we have straight leaks. You know what I mean? Gunther getting knocked out. Well, Gunther, I mean, like getting knocked out doesn't make it a joke. I mean, you could argue the brawl, but Cobra Kai was kind of playing dirty, and then those Irish. Oh boy, always looking for a fight. What are you going to do with the Irish, man? You just can't. You just can't. Looking at the voting, going pretty strong. Over half of you. Almost 3/4 of you are at a 9 or a 10. Yeah, 3/4 at a 9 or a 10. So definitely there's a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement behind part 2. That's good. That's good. Hope to see Julie in part 3. Absolutely. Yeah, they removed the release date to coming soon. Do you think we can hope for new? I don't think in New Year's. I still don't. I don't know what they're doing. I'm going to ask them what's on Netflix. It seems like maybe it's going to be February 13th, but they didn't want to announce that yet, which seems weird. But like I always say, never try to figure out what the hell goes on through the minds of marketing people. Like, like whatever. Hawk Crease and Dimitri should be off the show. Ouch. This guy's tough. Who do you think Silver was talking to while leaving the brawl? He was smiling. I'm not even sure. What do you mean? Give me a second. Guys, let's I'm trying to find here. So here he is. No, wait, so we gotta go backwards. All right, here. Is he talking? Oh, he's on the phone. But he doesn't say anything? Hold on. Trying to check here. Oh, now he's loyal. Okay. Wait, was he talking earlier? He was on the phone right there. I mean, like, he could just be calling his limo. Damn it. Like, Silver. Shit. Okay. Yeah, he's on the phone walking away. Like, he could be just as much as just calling his limo, you know? It's an interesting question, but I'm not entirely sure it means anything. You know, I'm getting out of here. Get the private jet ready, whatever. Do you think the five? Okay, yeah, this is something I'm seeing a lot of. Like, how are they going to finish it? It's going to be rushed. I mean, I think like they're pretty good at like, you know, doing things efficiently and getting stories told efficiently. So, I think it can be done in 5, even with like another tournament. Okay, the Miyagi for the spinoff. I was really impressed with this Miyagi here in the dream. Like, I can buy that actually right there. Like, I mean, I can buy this as Miyagi for. I think it works. Like, I was actually less convinced just from the passport photo. But this is good. I liked this. And he has an interview on Cobra Kai Companion. Peter got him and put out. I haven't listened to it yet. Actually, oh man, I should have listened to it. But I'm gonna get to it, you know, sometime this week. I've listened to the others. There's 3 interviews. We got Axel, Dennis, William Christopher Ford, and we have him. And I've listened to the other show. I haven't gotten to Miyagi yet. Daniel will kill Diet Coke Johnny like Miyagi did to someone. I don't think so. I feel like it's Johnny's place to kill Diet Coke Johnny. Silver should not die or be killed. Fair enough. A lot of people enjoyed baseball more during the steroid era. Probably. I mean, it's kind of a question. There's this general assumption that like they shouldn't use these sort of drugs or whatever, which enhances their performance. But it's worth noting, like, if everyone used the same stuff, everyone would be still on an equal playing ground, right? Like, everyone would be even. So you still have the top people. I mean, I think there's some thought. They don't want like kids getting into it. You know, you don't want like 14-year-olds to start taking this stuff or something. So I mean, I really think that's more of it than anything. You know, they're worried kids would start it, and you know, then you got like a underground trade in like high school or something. But like from a moral standpoint, like I think it's about everyone being on equal footing. And you know, we do things like to enhance your, you know, you adjust your diet and such to try to maximize your strength or agility or whatever. It's, you know, just part of your diet. Silver has cancer, blah blah blah. Yeah. I'm gonna get back to that theory. I don't know. I mean, there's sometimes like even in the Olympics, they get stuff like 2 years later or something. Like I've heard of like medals being retracted like later, like 2 years later or something. So I don't know how it works, but I know that's not unheard of. That like results come in over time. Or like you're taking more tests throughout. Like it could be like if they take a test like every day or something, and then it only triggered at the later, like they tried to take it. I don't know. Why did everyone look so shocked when Carrie got out of the tub at the spa? Because Terry Silver, like myself, goes into the hot tub with full manhood. You don't need a swimsuit. And some guys are intimidated from the length and the power and the self-confidence. So yeah. Tier list video. Yeah, maybe I'll do one. Maybe I'll do one because I've been asked about it for about 4 years now. So maybe it's time. Before part 3 comes up. Cobra Kai World, thank you for coming on in. Gonna miss the Cobra Kai universe. Cobra Kai never dies. What do you think about Kwan's death? He's a little arrogant and foolish. He brought it on himself in a big part. And a waste of talent. All 4 of them got a glimpse of Robonaut has a typo there. He wrote little Terry. He means big Terry. Everyone's supposed to be down there. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Bellaccini. The best Johnny McGill season since season 8. Season 2, you mean? I'm not sure. I do really like 8. I could do without the doofus on the plane, but enjoyed the stuff in Johnny and Miguel. Really love the night out of the town. The night out was good, filled with a lot of teen love drama. Robbie going crazy, imagining the worst about Quan, hooking up with Zara. Zara herself, who's just like looking up. Axel talks to Sam for 10 minutes and is like, decides he wants her and then has a life feud with Miguel over that. Yeah, this and otherwise, yeah, the stuff on the plane, it's like, it's just sort of filling time because like something's got to be happening with them. They got to, because they can't magically appear in Reseda. I mean, they could, but then the time warp would be even crazier. All right. Any more votes? Part 2 overall. Last chance to vote. 3, 2, 1. Okay. How do you like the new Miyagi actor? What's your take? So we'll ask all of you. Curious where people stand on this. Definitely you know, me who's been talking about a Miyagi spinoff for a long time now. And had videos very closely, predicting what actually happened, like in a flashback as a film, as a film. Except it's a dream sequence. That part I didn't have. But so W rap. Ooh. It kind of felt like there was more to the Carmen story. It felt like that, but I really don't think there is. Brox is gonna come out of nowhere and body slam Axel, win the tournament. Why do people search for leaks? I don't know. All right, I think I'm behind on chat. I'm gonna try to catch up here. Hello, T-Flex Champ. Thank you for coming on in. I don't think Hector's coming back. I'm going to hold out hope. I think it could still happen. Do you think that Kim's dojo will return? I don't think so. I've been contemplating a theory on what happens next with Cobra Kai. And I'll get to it eventually in a video. Watch Party likes men. I love all sorts of men. Tough, strong men. I don't like weak, pathetic men. I also don't like guys. Guys, like, it's just like, what the hell, man? The writers are intentionally releasing false leaks. I doubt it. They may move up the release date. I mean, they could, but I don't know what they're thinking. If Netflix removes a leak, have they done that? I'm unaware of it. Don't like Dimitri, lost respect for Hawk. Ouch. Many fans are pissed that Robbie is captain. Well, he wasn't the best captain. Where's Dennis when this happens? Oh, Silver on the phone? Could be. He shows up at some point. Yeah. Do you think Dennis will return in part 4? If you listen to William Christopher Ford's interview on Cobra Kai Companion, he gives it away. But you know what? I'm not going to tell you. I'm not even going to tell you what he gives away. So you need to listen to Cobra Kai Companion. Kenny is without better than Hawk and Dimitri. Ouch. Oh, Dimitri, I would agree. Really like Kenny's my favorite and how he performed in the tournament. He did good despite not getting much of a chance. Yeah. They have said they've considered all sorts of spinoffs. So, yeah. What Karate Kid Legends will be like, man. Sam is giving me old Sam vibes. Why hasn't she said something to Axel punking out her boyfriend? To Axel? I don't really know. I mean, he's just staring from like it's kind of weird, but like, I mean, that's the problem, man. It's just, It's not really on Sam. I mean, I guess she could, but like, Axel's just weird. Young Miyagi looks wicked, was evil badass. Yeah. When she sees Axel sad. Geekdom believes Daniel will kill someone like Miyagi. No, I don't think so. No. I wanted to fight Quan. They could have jumped Sam together. Oh, you people, man. Some fans are devastated at Quan's death. Always expected to die. I didn't think he would die. Medicals can be revoked decades even after death. Yeah. Why does Chosen squint? Because his eyes have to adjust to the glare, right? So like the glare is reflecting, you know, like when, because it's waxed too. You got to see. So like the lights are like reflecting off it all. So it's like it's oof. Terry's straight up alpha. Okay, I think I'm behind on. I'm gonna try and catch up. How do you know? I don't even know. You Quan is really dead, or just Quan is dead. I mean, you put 8 inches into someone like that, and they're dead. And I know his death will change the show. Yeah. Axel is Julie's son. Oh man. Part 3 is about me, says Terry Silver. Gotta find a weakness for the Iron Dragons. Why didn't security stop him? Yeah, right. I'd like to see you in security during a karate brawl. Johnny will pay in part 3. Ouch. Leak should be banned. Well, they're mostly banned here. Wonder how Kim Sun-yeon or Hector are going to play in the part. Yeah. I don't know what T-Flex Champ you sent a DM. I don't know what you sent. Oh, you're talking about the video? I never had a chance to watch it. Guys, I'm gonna get my own video out tomorrow. I think it's written and recorded. I just gotta edit the whole thing. The brawl was fun, over the top. Robbie versus Quan was a better, more intense fight than the brawl for me. Yeah, I mean, I liked Robbie versus Quan because it's the only time Robbie really kind of shined. Robbie had a bad tournament, I think. But it was nice that he, was able to work up to that at the very least. But then I also wanted Quan to win, so it's like hard. They already banned a TikTok account from a Brazilian leaker. They got a whole account wiped, not just like a video. Did Spanish Hawk respect Hawk and the other Miyagi-Dos since they fought together at the end of season 2? Yeah, probably. Who farted in the bed? Dimitri. They should have gone with Skid Mark all the way to the Skibidi toilet. Kenny is Miyagi-Do's Quan. He knows ruthless aggression. Daniel let those guys get eaten by the dogs. True. A bed farter. Quan was the next Bruce Lee, and it didn't happen. I don't know. Netflix can get away with more. Axel's weakness is Sam, unfortunately. Yeah. They need to wrap up the Chosen and Kim's storyline. Yeah, I think they will. Johnny got his rematch with Sylvia. Mitch is a very good looking man. Well, there you go. Now that Hawk lost against Kenny in 5, do you think they'll stay away from each other? I don't think it's a big deal. The whole account is gone. Quan and Robbie rematch. He seemed locked in for the finals, yeah. Oof. Well, I'm at least glad that Netflix is cracking down on some of the most egregious leaks, because it seems like it's getting a little out of control here. Chosen riding the scooter was hilarious. It was. Genuinely think a lot of the newer generation will be disappointed with part 3. The adults will take center stage in the last part. Well, I think the show will probably end with Johnny and Daniel, so yes. But I still think we got a lot to wrap up with Miguel, Robbie, Sam. So, there should be good, resolutions to all their storylines. So it can work. It can work. Can work. Don't count it out yet. What do we got? Okay, we'll leave the poll up about the new Miyagi actor. Most of you love him, or optimistic, it looks like, but we'll leave the poll up a couple more minutes here. I'm trying to manipulate Kenny to join the Iron Dragons. He does. Kenny gives him the old middle finger. But Kenny gives him the old middle finger. But you know what I like? I'm not sure who took the dagger. Wait, where is it? No. He smiles, but he takes it in stride. Robonaut, which episode was weakest? Shift hacks don't say if they interacted more. No, even I don't ship them together. Well, death isn't new to Grandmaster Kim. And remember, he with that very knife, he killed like 12 people, right? That particular knife has ended a lot of lives. I think Kim won't mind He says this is what happens. Have a super Karate Kid, yeah. No, his so Miyagi's opponent died just because Miyagi kicked his ass so hard. He basically kicked his ass into the afterlife, basically. So tough, man. Do hope the 5 episodes are longer, hopefully. But probably not significantly longer, just based on shooting schedule and stuff. Please don't ever reveal your face, watch party. I don't know why people want every YouTuber to, but I think it's better like this. Yes, it is better. It is better. Episode 1 is the weakest in part 2. So episode 6, yeah. If Hilary Swank did come back, at least caught the leaks in time. Interesting, yeah. Last episode, 2 hours and 30. That's like a Stranger Things, man. It's gonna be a time skip. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a time skip. People thought Kenny was gonna be evil again. Nah, man, Kenny, man. Kenny, man, he really owned it. I really wish though, like Devin had been able to contribute more in some way, but because it makes Mike Barnes look bad, you know? And that's what I don't like. Because if Mike Barnes didn't get him the best team, then that's on him. $100%. Yeah, I think Julie Pierce enters and resolves the Miyagi box. I mean, it's she's the missing piece with the different names and stuff. The one thing about the one thing about this, it just has his last name. What first name did he fight under? I don't know. Don't know what round it is. Yeah. Still didn't say how many. How many points does he get? Do you think Kreese wanted to use a knife to cut off Silver's ponytail? That would actually be funny. Like what they did to Hawk. The death that Miyagi was responsible for was similar to Quan's when he was fighting Axel. No, I don't think so. Because, like, I mean, first off, like Quan, it was in a brawl. This is clearly like one of the matches. Miyagi versus Claremont. Do I like season 5? I liked season 5 for sure. Oh wait, okay. Oh, I come back to the poll and gonna end it here in a second. Any last votes? Go ahead. But right now, winning is good, but I want to see more. Okay. 108. Did someone vote? 109. Oh, 110. Last seconds if you want to vote. Cast your vote. All right. 112, 113, 114. All right. Last seconds. And there we go. Okay. So interesting results. How do you like the Miyagi actor and scene? Good, but you want to see more. Fair enough. Wins, but very close to people just use straight up love them. 23% he's okay, but not sold. All right. But only 1% there. That's one person didn't like him. So yeah. But otherwise, we're optimistic. Looking forward to that. Least. All right. Here's what. New poll: least valuable Miyagi-Do fighter in the Sekai Taikai overall. Who did the least? Obviously, I can't. I don't have enough choices to put them all, but these are what I figured would be the top 4 if I could put them all. So. More references to Best of the Best during Sekai Taikai. Did Pete Braveheart reference a Miguel's speech to Robbie? My favorite scene of part 2. Ooh, boy. Potentially the Miyagi flashback. Some of the Terry Silver stuff was good in the hot tub. He struts out all nude. And let's see. I like what else do I like? I like Miyagi-Do. I like yeah. Maybe the Miyagi. I mean, I like some of the fights, but like if I separate out the fights, maybe the Miyagi flashback. Some of Terry Silver stuff. Reaction streams when Stranger Things 5 comes out. I hope so. And maybe Squid Game too in December, right after Christmas. You guys like Squid Game? It was a big hit. He held on the tournament, yeah. I mean, Devin did okay on the race platform, but she only took out one student, and that was by tackling herself off as well. Unless you're doing content like me as fitness coach, then you show your face. Yeah. Fitness coach has got to. Don't post leaks. Thank you, Christian. You know what? I'm going to change there's the like overall setting. I had it no spoilers before it came out because I didn't want spoilers, but and I took it off after part 2 came out because I didn't want people confused because people were asking, people were confused, but I will post. Yeah, I'm going to change the chat rules. There's an option in there. So it'll be like no part 3 leaks or unauthorized leaks or something. you know. Do you think Allie would come back again? I think there's a chance we could get like some sort of reunion episode. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it, but like I would say it's possible. Mi amor. He calls her mi amor, but then he gives her the stiff shoulder later. I mean, Yasmin dumped him. He's got no choice. He's got no choice. He's now with this Spanish girl. Yeah, Barnes like Kenny, but then he did a test that Devin was able to cheat at and win. So that's on Barnes then. If Barnes liked Kenny, Barnes should have picked Kenny. So that's on Barnes. He let himself get influenced by Johnny. You're right, T-Flex Jam. But see, that's what I want Barnes to make the right decision. Since when have you rooted for Tori to win anything, Cobra Kai World? Cobra Kai World is the biggest Tori fan. Maybe even bigger than you, Saints Row. Hey, everyone. Hey, Denisha. I think there's a crap ton more leaks. Not necessarily because it's the last one, but because probably more people were involved and someone got involved that is willing to leak everything. And someone's saying it's coming from Brazil. And look, I love my Brazilians. Everyone knows. I have friends in this fandom who are from Brazil. But all the leaks have always come from Brazil. There's just, facts are facts. And if they're coming from Brazil, that's kind of unfortunate. Do you think there'll be a Maggie spinoff? Yes. I think it's the most likely anyway to start. Pretty sure Daniel could find a newsreel. I would think so. Rocky 2, Bloodsport. Yeah, I need to rewatch Bloodsport. I haven't seen it in a while. Is it on Netflix? Mr. Miyagi spinoff is obvious, yeah. This is going to be a Mike Barnes team. Yeah. They said February 13th, and then they took it back. That's what happened. Now they just say coming soon. Dimitri's the weakest. Spent time in loser mentality, complaining about MIT rather than actually fighting. Certainly agree with a lot of that. Dimitri didn't even care about the tournament. Devin lost more, but Dimitri kicked Hawk off the. So I might think he was the least valuable. Fair enough. Yeah, the aspect ratio change. Devin cooked during the brawl. Very bad characters. Mike Wheeler is a bad character. Ouch. It was Dimitri the most annoying. I mean, he was near the top of annoying, yeah. Sam wasn't totally invincible, yeah. Could Dimitri and Eli both go to MIT? Yeah, Eli even said he just didn't apply early decision, so he may still end up going. Ethan Faria. Thank you. 99 cents Canadian. Thank you. Appreciate anyone who supports the channel. Go for some dessert after watching these good episodes of Cobra Kai. Yeah. Look at us. I put this up last night. I think it's just funny how Zara is just patrolling, looking for a guy she's willing to hook up with. Bobby should be the one to marry Johnny and Carmen. I think so. I would agree with that. Kenny was second best for Miyagi-Do after Miguel. That's a bold statement. He really only had chance to shine in one fight, which is sad. But yeah. I thought, looking at the voting results, I thought Robbie might have been a little bit higher. I just felt like as team captain, he was constantly distracted by Tori. But even in comparison to some of the others, I see how it's going. It'd be better if Johnny had his own dojo instead of being co-sensei of a dojo whose values don't always align. Yeah, I'm going to make this point in my review, which should be out tomorrow, I hope. Something along those lines, because I want Julie to train Tori and have a relationship. Yeah, there may not be enough time for that. I mean, everyone's asking how are we going to do it all in 5 episodes. There may not be enough time for a Julie Tori thing. Zara is super hot, just saying. Well, yeah, it's not like Robbie turned her down. Sam, Robbie, and Devin had more. Kenny made the most of the chance he got. Fair enough. He did. True. Like, even in the first match, they didn't tag him in. Which leads to my least favorite moment when let me show you my least favorite is in the in this tag team part. He tags Robbie in, and Robbie's like so confused. What the hell? And then he's like, "What are you doing?" Like, dude, you're the team captain. You're at one point you're eliminated. Yeah, you got tagged in. Like, why is he so confused? Like this is like my least. Like, if you're doing a tag team, you should be ready to be tagged in at any point. Like, what are you doing? And he's like throwing his hands up, looking around. Like, dude, you got tagged in. Like, fucking fight. Like, this is my least favorite. Like, this is where like Robbie annoys me. Like, easily right here. Like, that is not captain material. Like, that is insane. As team captain, you should expect to be tagged in. Like, you're supposed to be the best on the team. Of course they're going to tag you. This shit is like dumb. Robbie dropped the ball there. He should have been ready. Exactly. Like, you should be ready all the time. Like, I don't like the way Sam is right here. Like, you should be in a stance ready to get tagged on a second's notice. Like, in the second you're tagged, you're going to jump in. Like, you don't just fucking stand there like all like you don't know. Like, he could get hit this way. He spins. He's got to tag you out. Boom. Like, you should be ready 100%. Look at this guy. Notice how he's fucking ready. He's got his hand there. Like, he's fucking ready to go. Like, he's not the team captain. He's just on the team. He's just part of the dojo. He's just like, I may get tagged at any second. I got to be ready. But like me, none of them are ready. Like, what the fuck? So, Look at Dimitri. I'm just standing there. Like, why are you not ready to get tagged in? Like, this is like what annoys me about like Miyagi-Do, and I'm gonna do a video on this because like I think their strategy and tactics were horrible. I mean, yeah, you're right, T-Flex champ. Maybe in the situation in that moment, it makes sense for Hawk to tag Kenny. Kenny's closer to him. Like Kenny, he was right next to Kenny and said he runs across. I get it. But like, that's not your choice, right? Like ultimately you got to be ready. Robbie has to be ready no matter what happens. Watch party rant is killing me. Like, look at Kenny don't have his hand. Like he's got his hand like there. Even Robbie has his hand out. Like he's got his hand out to get tagged in. And it says, what are you doing? Two characters have always said their welcome chosen increase. I don't think so. Thank you, Ethan Faria. Guys, you can support the channel anyway. Super chats. You can join the channel membership. Awesome new merchandise. Link in the description, link on the shop. Kick them through the libs and kill her. Yeah, exactly, Bellacini. That's the quant I was looking for. And we didn't really get that. I just, we didn't have time, I guess, to dive into to the inner workings of it. But man, I would have loved to see some of that. He did knock out the Spanish Hawk in the finals team fight or captain fight. It's Johnny's fault to pick Devin. Yeah. Who wins in a fight, Devin or Dimitri? Depends. Is the fight at MIT or not? All right, we'll give the poll a couple more minutes here. But Dimitri's winning big, but Devin's close behind. Johnny's fault for forcing bars, yeah. Kenny went to take Miguel's place. That's true, but the whole timeline thing, by the time they were coming back, Kenny was taking Devin's place. Do you think Axel was too strong? I think he was strong enough. Devin. They never used a Viper attack? Yeah. Wins in a fight, Axel. I think Miguel can beat Axel. I think Robbie can beat him too. He's just tough. She was disqualified from the competition, but not removed from the team. Yeah. I think Kenny actually flew back with Johnny and Miguel. They came together because that's just how the Miyagi-verse works. Justice for Bert. He should have been there instead of Devin. Dimitri should have not been on the team. Yeah, I think Dimitri was the most negative. At least like Devin was like trying to win, as people said. You got 2 matches left, man. He just got here. Maybe you aren't MIT material. Like what kind of reasoning is that? Who do you think winning, Sam or Tori? I don't know. Flashback Miyagi was basically Quan. Good point, Carrie. They were gone for yeah, it was weird. They took like an overnight flight and then flew back, and I don't know, we're ready to fight in the evening or something. I don't know. I think they might have known he'd gotten off, but they thought he had slithered away. Like they didn't know he was going to be in like they didn't know he was going to be here in Barcelona with the Iron Dragons. The Irish team. I mean, it's not a stereotype if it's true, right? I mean, it's just the Irish for you. Favorite line of part 2. Fucking karate. Kenny's the best in my eyes. Daddy boy. Bert will reach his final form in part 3. Yeah. Stingray will be back at least one more time. Stereotypes exist for a reason. I mean, it's the Irish for you. Yeah. I mean, like, you don't see people in Ireland saying, that's ridiculous. We don't start fights. That's ridiculous. We don't start fights. Like, you don't see the Irish. Why they have? Because it's a karate show. And these people fight with karate. Let's see here. Where are we at? Uh-oh. Dimitri's going up in the vote. All right. The last seconds to cast your vote for the least valuable Miyagi-Do fighter. Whoop. Dimitri hit half. Yeah, anyone impersonates me, you're gone forever. Anyway, ending the vote here. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Least valuable Miyagi-Do fighter. Half for Dimitri. A big chunk for Devin, 37%. Robbie, 8. Little lower than I would have thought. Kenny, 4%. You can buy the Korean. Why would you want the Korean Cobra Kai jacket? Cool watch party merch. I don't even think. Anyway. Dimitri gained brownie points by beating up his roided opponents. That's true. They were all fighting Ezra. I was just thinking, like if you were gonna cast someone who just says very untrustworthy things, who's just like someone you wouldn't believe a word he says, who would you cast? I like that the lawyer was willing to fly all the way to Bangkok, and certainly he billed his client. We know that. I'd like to see the billing statement for this, right? Oh yeah, I'll fly to Bangkok to meet with you in person at some weird bar or wherever. I was in Bangkok. I don't remember this place, but I didn't get out enough, I guess. So many. Here we go. Oh, wait, here we go. Hold on. Okay. I don't see any other watch parties other than the one I got rid of. Anyway. Is there more? Okay. All right. Yes. So, would you trust Terry Silver's lawyer, who's willing to fly to Bangkok and bill his client for the flight and for the first class flight, the hotel, the minibar? Wears a suit to an underground fight ring in Bangkok. Woof. He's like Indiana Jones. He'll blend right in. It's the best lawyer money can buy. All right. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not mostly typing in the chat. So whatever troll is in chat as watch party is not me. Unless I'm just making the polls. Ezra. Good news. Oof. Stingray. By the way, Let's Be Water made some fan fiction, some fan art with this Bert on the stand. It was really good. If you haven't seen Let's Be Water, let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it even. Find it. Can I? Hold on a second, guys. me see if I can. Oh wait, I can put it like here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Some nice fan art. Yes. Was it expensive lawyer? Well, it doesn't matter. Like, even if you weren't an expensive lawyer before, when Terry Silver hires you, you just triple your billing rate. So it makes sense, right? Like, you just triple the billing rate. The judges. Bert. Good stuff. Anyway, I like that. Anyway, he's a good enough lawyer. But you know what? And I laugh. When I first saw this, but and I thought about it, and I think we all have to give a little props to Hayden, because we know, if you followed, the creators and Hayden, he's been a big Terry Silver fan, and he's made no hiding it. He's made it a plain fact. He's always been his big Terry Silver fan. And I think, like, this is definitely Hayden kind of like living his dream, So you got to give credit. Hayden gets to share a scene with his favorite character, maybe of all time, even, and so, we don't all get a share. We don't all get to share, live our dreams. Yeah, actually, here, as Hayden says, working with Tig was a dream come true. I came in very prepared, but nothing can prepare me for Tig going crazy on me. I couldn't keep a straight face. Yeah, I think we all want a moment to live our dream, and Hayden got to do that. So, ooh. Darn it, I can't. Woof. He's scared. Woof. But you gotta bones crunch, yeah. But you gotta admit, I mean, he's a proper lawyer. He may be in an underground fight club, but he didn't even unbutton that top button on his tie there. See, I would have. That's why I can never be a top lawyer. I'd be like, I'm unbuttoning this one. So you should know, Hayden, we took a poll earlier, and like, what, 75% of people, I said rate part 2 overall, and about 75% had it as a 9 or a 10 out of 10. So, or even more. The reaction is definitely very positive. A lot of happiness. The only thing I go off on is when the lack of strategy from Miyagi-Do. like I just want more strategy. And I really thought, like, Devin could have been the one to deliver that, but she did not. So, we're left with what we have here. So Christian asked Hayden to describe part 3 in one word. Hayden says, awesome. 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 Awesome sauce. I will say, nothing beats part 3. Good to know. Good to know. I will say, like, one of the biggest concern I've heard is, people are like, how are they going to wrap it all up in 5 episodes? Like, that's like, how is it going to wrap up in 5 episodes? The inside the episode, we won't talk about leaks, but the inside the episode shows Robbie fighting Axel at the All Valley Arena, right? We can see that in the inside the episode. So you got another tournament, a whole nother tournament. So there's a lot going on. So it seems like there's a lot going on. And so the biggest concern is like, how are they going to wrap it all up? And what others? Your hero. This is one. We're all taking it, Terry Silver's in the buff here. And this is all their reactions. Kreese is like, I know. They're all looking at this is just a Hayden dream come true. Are you sketchy layer who made Mike Barnes sign the contract? Oh, I'm headcanoning that he is the same lawyer. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Nope. Don't come in here with fake accounts. Okay, guys, hold on one second. Okay. All right. Hopefully we can knock out some of the trolls here. Do you think one of Kreese or Silver dies? At this point, I think if Silver dies, Hayden dies with him. He wouldn't kill off his favorite character, would he? Well, maybe he would. You'll lose a lot of viewership. No. Even though part 2 ends in a cliffhanger, we actually did start resolving things in part 2. Is it even a cliffhanger? It's kind of more like dun dun dun. Like it's not like dun dun dun. It's like, oh my god, he died. Like it's like a down point resolution. But they are resolving things. Well, I mean, you could say we resolved the Kenny Anthony stuff. I think we would all agree that's resolved. What do you guys think has else been resolved from Hayden's, we started resolving things? Interesting. Because the Kenny Anthony storyline is the first one that jumped in my head. because I'm thinking like Robbie Torrey still needs a little bit more at least. There's other things up in the air. Dimitri, Hawk. The Irish. By the way, I like that the Irish have basically initiated the fight. I mean, not directly, but like basically, yeah. Yeah, we've established Chosen looks badass on the electric scooter. That's true. That is now resolved, right? That is now resolved. So, Irish were just waiting for an excuse. Yeah. See, the big three, they're not afraid. They're not afraid of a stereotype. You think you belong in the finals? Let's find out. I'll beat you and then down a Guinness. I got a leprechaun in me pocket. How would I lose with a leprechaun? Oh, there it is. Whew. Let's fucking go. We all got our leprechauns. I'm sorry. The Irish are my favorite. I need to talk to Samantha. So those you don't know, on Instagram, Samantha LaRusso. Her name's Sarah, the girl who has the actual Samantha LaRusso Instagram handle is from Ireland. She's Irish, and I don't know if she finished it yet, but I would like what she thinks. Irish fight, Russians cheat. Yeah. I mean, the Russians just bulk up, right? Like they just bulk up. Just fight harder. Your accent reminds me of that scene in Wayne's World too. Piper and Tom Cole. I think Piper's at college, and Tom Cole is the number 2 or even number 3 auto salesman in the Valley. Chosen probably went to the wrong house. Well, no, he does mention Kumiko, and he says I'll get her. I mean, I presumably Chosen knows where she lives, but it makes me think something. I think a key scene, and I've said this on past streams, is when Tori's talking to Kim Da-eun, and she's like, "Is it worth it?" Wherever it is, and Kim Da-eun is like, ultimately, she's like, "Absolutely." So I like this one. I think this is, if Hayden talks about them resolving things, I think this is part of it. I don't think Kim Da-eun, at least from this, is gonna like run off in love with Chosen. Push me so hard. And ultimately, Tori asks, like, is it worth it? And she says, absolutely. And I think that's like a key moment in terms of like wrapping things up. My own take on that. How's the voting? Trust Silver's lawyer. He'd have to prove himself first. Oh boy. Well, I mean, people are willing to trust Silver's lawyer, so that's good one. Good news for Hayden. Let's fucking go. Tiger Strike is a Russian dojo, yeah. And not a redhead among them. Well, I mean, just because they're Irish, they still have standards, for appearance and respectability. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Hawk and Dimitri's story arc. Was it though? Like they got back together, but isn't Dimitri still going off about MIT? He just put it aside for a moment, and now he's got Yasmin dumping him. Conor McGregor reference. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, Okinawa is like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Kim was putting her mask back on, though. Well, I mean, and maybe it's not her mask. Maybe that's who she is. Part 3 will have heavy ties back when it started 40 years ago. Tear jerking. Uh-oh. You think Kim was hesitant? Is it worth it? She says it very authoritatively. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think she believes it. Could Hayden also mean Kreese Johnny relationship? Well, he could. Not spoiling anything, but there was a lot of character relationship development in part 2 that sets up for how we resolve things in part 3. Interesting. All right, chat. What do you guys think he's referring to? I don't know. Well, maybe Dimitri goes off without Yasmin, to MIT anyway. Excellent, Sam. Even I don't put them together. Axel's too much of a too much of a sap, right? He fought for Sam too hard. Although I still think the whole Iron Dragons, it's there's a reason I keep calling Sensei Wolf Diet Coke Johnny, because it's not even that hard. Yeah. It's I mean, Johnny's hurt his students way worse than this. What the hell? Sam acts like it's the biggest thing. Oh, you poor boy. Oh, you poor boy who's built like the Terminator. Dime Store Drago. I don't know. I like Axel, but I feel like Sensei Wolf isn't nearly as bad as they make him out to be. That's why I call him the Diet Coke Johnny. He's just he's so oh no. And I pointed this out yesterday, where he's so what's with the Iron Dragon? It's not supposed to speak with opponent, but then oh, we have rules. But meanwhile, Zara goes and hooks up with a guy. She has like other girls on her stream and stuff. Like it seems like Zara doesn't care much about these rules, right? So like what are the rules here? Axel's like not even supposed to speak to opponents, and Zara's like, yeah, let's sleep together. Can't imagine you won't like him. Woof. Man. Hayden's getting us. Hayden, I will say, is the release date set? Because like when I watched it, when it came out, it did say February 13th. And Peter even made a post February 13th, but then they went and changed it. And now it just says coming soon. So like I think there's confusion about the release date because they did say February 13th, and now it just says like coming soon. And I think there's definitely confusion about that as far as the release date. Sensei Wolf is a feminist and doesn't speak for Zara. Okay, but like there's got to be like dojo rules, right? Whether you're a feminist or not. Like dojo rules only for the guys. I mean, shouldn't Zara be treated equal like everyone else? I don't get it. I thought that it was to treat her equal. Or it's like, well, no talking, but you can sleep together. The Iron Dragons have the flag of Hong Kong. Understand why there is confusion. There has been no official date announcement. So that doesn't mean, for everyone reading, it doesn't mean a date hasn't been picked. It's just there's no official date announcement. Anything you think you may have seen was premature. And guys, just so you know, I will do a rewatch here on this channel, suggested by Hayden, actually. So my girlfriend hasn't seen the show yet, and I mentioned it to her that Hayden suggested we watch it live, and she was actually open to the idea. So she said she would do it. So we will do live stream reactions. For me, it'll be a rewatch. For her, she'll be seeing it for the first time. Leading up to the finale. It probably won't be like every day. We may do like 3 episodes a day, give or take. I would like to know the release date so I can plan it out in advance. But yeah. As long as X Part 3 doesn't come out on next week. No, Squid Game comes out December 26th. I don't think they're going to release those two together. I mean, we don't know, but the season 2 of Squid Game is December 26th. Zara is the bad girl who breaks the rules. I'll follow the rules, I break the rules, while pretending to be a good girl. Axel is the student who always studies, practices. And yet Axel's the guy with bruises on his back. Well, I guess we don't know. Zara may have a few bruises. In fact, she may have a few more after that night with Robbie. Word on the street is Robbie's into some kind of wild shit. That's why he's like, okay, anyway. Gunther was in Mighty Ducks 2. Goes to look at the IMDb. I only watched one show. Rewatching all. Yes. We'll start at season 1, episode 1, and work our way through. She's never seen it. She has seen the Karate Kid movies. I'll probably rewatch them with her as a warm up. I think. Maybe I won't. Like she knows it, but like I don't know how much she knows it. Maybe we'll just rewatch the first one or so. But yeah. But I will do that at some point in the future. I don't know, starting depending on when part 3 comes out, but probably December or early January. Trying we've only watched season 6 twice. It's a lot, but keep in mind, Cobra Kai just binges, you know? It's a fun binge. What do we like? Oof. They all run for each other. Gunther's like the kingpin in Marvel. He's all muscle. Don't want to mess with him. Yeah. December 19th is a surprise release. 40 years since the first All Valley. That's true. Given there's a time jump. Oh, you know what? I posted this on Instagram. Now we know in the Miyagi-verse, like the space-time continuum is all messed up. But like Daniel's phone here, it says Wednesday, April 10th. And Wednesday, April 10th would have been either 2019 or 2024. So we're like, did we go back in time? We're back in 2019, April of 2019. Did we time skip to 2024? Or did you just shoot this on April 10th of this year? And the special effects people didn't change that. Like they just left it. This is the great Miyagi-verse time warp here going on right here. They all look 30 playing high school kids. Yeah. Who notices these things? Well, it's right here, bro. That's why you come. That's why you come. Not enough to download. Thank you, Cobra Kai rapper from the 2000s. Watch party. There's the healing technique in the first movie. It doesn't get much weird. I mean, I think Johnny's healing technique is better. Remember, he just took that inhaler and threw it against the wall. I mean, Johnny's healing technique, man, that's where it is. No more rap party. Next time, man. Robbie hits the gym hard, yeah. The last release date? No. Although, that's close to when season 2 came out. April, something like that. Take care, Keeman. Thank you for coming on in. Well, Hayden said he's been binging it. I think and he said, whatever, a month ago now, they were really close to done. So I suspect they're done. Maybe they wanted to hold off on dropping it. You guys, now notice he doesn't have Terry Silver's confidence, right? So It's a lot of like. Unfortunately, the Sekai Taikai didn't have a 6-pack on competition. Can't get 12.19 off. Well, don't worry about it. Not really interested in abs. Oof. I could be his coach. Does he need a coach though, man? Look at him. That's why Sam moved on to the head. Chutta. Silver to have a redemption arc. He doesn't deserve it, but I still want him to have it. Well, we'll see. How do you get a body like Robbie or Quan quickly? LOL. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't come quickly. It doesn't come quickly. You just got to work at it. But you start by hitting up T-Flex Champ, man. T-Flex Champ is a coach. He coaches people. Trainer. Abs are made in the kitchen. You hit the gym for 2 hours a day for 10 years. I mean, close, yeah, but I mean, you gotta work at it. All right, here. Let's end the poll. Oh God. What is Robbie did use protection. Unfortunately, his father's Tiger Glove brand. Okay. All right, guys. Last questions. Okay, there's a lot of questions about what's going on with the Sekai Taikai. Considering the brawl and Quan's untimely death here, is this tournament essentially canceled with no winner? I think that's like a fair question. I mean, am I taking it that this tournament is now just going to resolve with no winner? They're not going to like continue this tournament. It's done. The 2019 Sekai Taikai or whatever year this is it ends without a winner. That would be like my question, because that's something that a lot of people are asking. That question will be answered in part 3. Okay. The sponsors already paid. Well, they got their sponsorship, but you know. Okay. Then let's see. I'm thinking about like the Inside the Dojo clips, but I don't know if Hayden would answer anything about that because it's obviously all part 3. Okay. This is the junior? You know, how old is everyone? Is this like 18 or under? Because in episode 3, I mean, Gunther says like the junior and senior divisions or competitions or whatever. Is this the 18 and under, regardless how old our actors are? Is this like the junior version of the Sekai Taikai? And what's the age range on that? Axel looks 20. Well, I mean, technically via the timeline, I think Miguel is 18 now. Sam too. I mean, we can debate Sam's birthday, but like Miguel and Sam should both be 18. If this is in April or the fall or whatever, they were going into their senior year. So like I wanted, is this is the junior Sekai Taikai or the senior? And what's the age bracket? Axel. Yeah, looks like they look 30. Yeah. Did you like Julie and Miyagi's relation? Christians pining for a Julie Pierce return. We should also ask can you tell us the process of finding your young Mr. Miyagi a little bit, like and even shooting this, like what did you say to Brian, right? His name's Brian. Before like all of this, and you found him, like obviously you were able to cast him in secret, which is good. So I think like let me see here. And even that yeah, Takahashi. Yeah, Brian Takahashi. I had to just double check his name. Because I know Peter's interviewed him, but I haven't listened to that yet. There are different level tournaments like varsity and junior football. The one we're seeing in part 2 is the high level, usually age-based, though theoretically a young prodigy could fight higher level. Okay, so we're seeing the higher level. Good to know. Yeah. I'm also curious, like, yeah, I'm a little curious about like the casting. Was actually Ralph involved in that casting? I know, like Mr. Miyagi, like what? I guess I mean it may be hard for you to answer in a chat because there's just a lot to it. The casting of Brian Takahashi, and like how you found him and kept it secret. Like there were a lot of leaks, and as far as I know, nothing ever leaked about Mr. Miyagi. Like this moment here. CGI. I think it does look like CGI, but I think it's okay. It's a CGI. It's a dream. Seriously. Can you tell us what kind of scenes you did have in mind for Dutch before Chad passed? Ask me the Dutch questions after part 3 comes out. Yeah, I suspect that my assumption is we'll know what episode it is. Okay. The castings in Young Miyagi was difficult. We had to write up a scene where Daniel sees a guy who looks and talks exactly like Mr. Miyagi, and you think it's an omen like the fisherman. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that. He's referring to the season 2 episode 4 where Daniel's walking on the beach and he sees a guy from behind and it almost like looks like Miyagi. And it was like a Hispanic guy. Your friend, he like fish, like he said. Very good, very good. CGI is better than Weekend in Movies, probably, yeah. My interpretation of the scene is ultimately this is Daniel's mind. Daniel's mind to himself, essentially. But that's just the scene. But yeah, thank you. We're looking forward to it. Maybe we get more Mr. Miyagi. Is this the only young Mr. Miyagi we get, or can you not say? Because I would definitely like more. I do think Brian did a really good job. I mean, it's just a little scene here, but I actually really bought it. So earlier someone asked me what's my favorite scene in part 2, and I actually think it's this one here. I think I'm buying it. Oh, since you're here. Oh wait, I want to go back here because we're talking about Miyagi. And this is where. See, I just need to know how many points do you get for death, right? Like it's like 20 points for a knockout. If 20 points is a knockout, how many points for death? Like I'm like this is the cliffhanger. Like how many points did Miyagi get for this? Did he win? Like apparently this isn't even the final round. 666 points for death. Yes. Yes. Everyone, this is why Hayden was chosen to play the lawyer. I guess Miyagi won the tournament. Something I had speculated beforehand. Do we find out what dojo Miyagi fought for? I'm assuming at the time, it was the same way, like you fought as part of a dojo, not individually. So, I mean, in that flashback, he's wearing Miyagi-Do, but I would assume he's not fighting for a Miyagi-Do dojo because there was no Miyagi-Do dojo. That's like another question that's hanging over me. Like what dojo was he a part of? And like I said, I think it's very helpful they wrote these things in English, even though it was all in East Asia at the time. Probably, well, yeah, Robinov, that was my theory. And I thought Daniel was going to go to, at some point, go to Sensei Wolf from the Iron Dragons and be like, hey, what's going on? From your dojo many, many years ago. But I don't know if that's obviously that part of it didn't come up. So because I'm just like curious, like what dojo was he part of? Miyagi got all 666. Very good, Christian. Japanese dojo, maybe, but I don't think Miyagi would have returned to Japan, even if it was like mainland Japan. That's and I always thought China, because he did have the Chinese currency, right? So that was a dream, not a flashback. If we were to have a Miyagi series, you would see the tournament, dojo, gi, etc. Very good. And so just, it seems like Hayden is acknowledging here, we're not going to get that answer in this show. So we're not going to get that answer. I thought we were going to. Apparently, I was wrong on that part of it. But that's something. But I want to note here, guys. Hayden is now telling us some potential plot of the Miyagi spinoff. Because like one of the questions of a Miyagi spinoff is, well, what timeline is it going to take place? Is it taking place like in the 50s or 60s after some of the stuff we saw already? Or is it taking place during this? And Hayden is now giving us plot of the Miyagi series, telling us, hey, we would actually see that tournament. We'll be there. Is that a season 1 storyline? Miyagi already in China, wherever he is? This is a significant answer. Thank you very much, because I think that's more important than you may even realize. But very good. And it was a dream. I mean, that much is clear. It is a dream. Alexander, I have seen them. They have said they have been considering spinoffs with all the characters, this one and that one. And it seems like there's a lot of ideas floating around. Usually I think the way Netflix would handle it is they would start with one and see how that does. And if it's like another big hit, maybe they'll do more. If it's middle of the road, maybe they'll just stick with it. And then if it's not good, then that's it. But we need the spin-offs to be successful. Why was Amanda trying to call Daniel and the others during the brawl? I think it was just instinct. Is Karate Kid Legend connected to part 3? I think they referred to it as sort of separate. Okay. Oh, so Christian's asking here about this look, which was really good. Here, we'll pull it up. This, like the cinescope, the super wide here, more than normal. And Hayden is like, absolutely. That was their decision. El Serpiente Jr. Sorry here. It does give off an earlier vibe, yeah. The close of the I assume it's 1947 or 1948. Definitely like small time, but it's also like, as Hayden said, it is a dream, so it's just just sort of Daniel's own kind of weird view. I like the referee, actually. Well, let's see. Terry Silver is always on the phone, man. Master Kim. Are we going to see Kim Sun Young fight? I want to see young Kim Sun Young fight. Silver and Kreese resolve their disagreements and go on a cruise together. Well, there you go. There you go. They go on a cruise. He looks like Mike Tyson in a fight. Anthony, Hayden said there's no official announcement. So anything that came out was premature and not official. But it's probably going to be February 13th. They're just, marketing people make decisions for reasons only known to marketing people. So that's just their job. Young Miyagi looked aggressive and evil. I wouldn't say he looked evil. Determined, maybe. Kwan's death scene is really hard to watch and quite disturbing, even more disturbing than some R-rated movies. It was sad and well done, yeah. Hayden, who would you say is responsible for Kwan's death? Just from you, Hayden Schlossberg, the lawyer of Terry Silver. What would Terry Silver's lawyer say? I mean, there's people have said it's Kreese's fault for bringing the knife. I would say it's Kwan's fault for attacking with the knife. Good first timers to watch. Lots of fans join the bandwagon in the end. Let's bring more on board. Yes, everyone. And like I said, I'm going to do a rewatch with my girlfriend under the suggestion of Hayden. She agreed to it. We'll figure it out. It may not start till December or January, but we'll watch the whole show leading up to it. Kwan's responsible for his own death. He was attacking a top fighter with a knife, a recipe for disaster. Yeah, I would agree. Some fans have different agreements, but that's normal out here. Thank you, Hayden. Yes, actually, I agree with Christian. Congratulations on your acting debut. You got to live your dream. Play a scene with Terry Silver. I think that's something actually kind of admirable. Something we'd all like a chance to live our dream. So, congratulations. Maybe you started your career out maybe as kind of typecast. Typecast is a sleazy lawyer, but that's just how the business is. But thank you guys. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, everyone, for the chat. Thank you. There you go. All right. Take care, Mr. Schlossberg. Yeah, Peter we'll all get some new viewers, go out on top. I think Hayden partially mentions that because, you get some more people. It helps with a potential spinoff. When will you do a review? I hope to have it out tomorrow. It's written and recorded. Guys, it's written and recorded. I just got to edit it. I was going to start tonight, but obviously this stream now went longer than I intended. But I'll get it. I'll work like hell tomorrow. I like how interactive the creators are, like Hayden with concert. Yes, it's it's top tier. We're very lucky, to have him, and John answers questions on Twitter X. Shares fan art, behind the scenes pictures, but also fan art and stuff. Not to mention, Billy and Ralph and a lot of the, actors are very involved. Many of them do interviews. Cobra Kai Companion, run by Peter. Cobra Kai Companion with a K. It's a podcast. Also has a YouTube channel with the podcast. A lot of interviews. He has interviews with the actor from Axel. He has Dennis. Oh, I didn't ask about Dennis. Oh, it's okay. And our new Miyagi, Brian. So yeah, they're very available. It's great. We're kind of lucky like that as a show. I mean, a spinoff, is it inevitable? I mean, nothing is a sure thing, like, in Hollywood, but I would say it looks good, but we need the ratings there. It's like Hayden said, so let's bring some people in. Okay, guys. Well, we went another 2 hours, but it was a good stream. We had Hayden in the chat. I wasn't actually expecting that. I'm glad he popped in. I was almost going to end it because I was going to end it like after an hour to get started on the editing of the review. But Hayden came in, so I'm like, forget it. We'll just keep going, and that's great. So thank you all. We'll let it go here. Review tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed. I will keep coming with review. We'll have more analysis. We'll have theories. I got a lot of stuff to say. Part 3 is just as exciting as seeing Silver step out of the path. Oh, man. Yes, indeed. All right, everyone. Take care. I will see you all at the next watch party.